Hi everyone. Oh, sorry, I didn't know we were live. Terry's waving at me and I'm like, oh. Right, okay, so this is a quick pop-up live. I did tell you last week that I'd come back and do it now, so I'm trying to fit it all in. As per usual, due to my busy schedule, because I don't just do lives, I do all the shopping for the website, I buy all the new products, I put all the products on the website, I liaise with the office, I work here in the kitchen, and basically I've got a brush right up my butty, and I run around like a blue-arse idiot at times. Anyhow.
Oh, we're doing it. We've got 64 people with us.
Pretty good, that's what we like. So so last week I started doing the sunflower, the Pro Flower sunflower, and I started that and didn't get to finish it because of drying times. So I haven't touched it since, but what we'll do is we'll go over that. Now before we do, what do you want to know about first? Should we start on the sunflower or do you want to know about the ganache kit? So because I know lots of you are asking. I did put my cake in the fridge and I'm happy to show it you. I'm really quite pleased with it. Lots and lots of mistakes, but you know I'm quite a truthful girl, and what I want to do is show you all my mistakes because you'll make them the first time, but I'm actually going to tell you how to put them right. But not only that, next week I'm going to show you how to put them right as well. But overall I'm highly delighted with my cake. I've never had such smooth sides.
I've never seen such sharp corners.
And sharp corners.
Sharp edges, not corners. It's not corners,
and we use the Swiss meringue buttercream, which is our whipping it up. So remember, our whipping it up is a multi-mix. It's the only multi-mix that was brought out. So let's just say that. It wasn't brought out as a Swiss meringue buttercream mix. It was brought out as a multi-mix. Lots of you ladies, you're making macarons, you're making pavlovas, you're making meringues, you're making biscuits with them, you're making fluff, you're now making nougat with it, you're making, what else are we making with it? We're making everything in it.
Mousse.
Yeah, mousse, fluff, anyhow. I can't think, marshmallows, yeah, everything with it. And so that's a fabulous product. So while you're getting together, and before I start on the Flour Pro, do you want me to do the ganache or do you want me to do...
Ganache, kit please, ganache. Do what you want, Carol, anything goes.
Who said that?
Kit. That's
Kit,
lovely.
well done Kit.
Well done,
right, Kit, I need to check with you. I've just seen that you've applied for the Buttercream Flowers group. Have you just bought that class? Because if you bought that class, let Karen know, because I'll make sure that get you in there. The other thing as well is Buttercream Flowers starts at 2 o'clock today, but there is going to be a delay because I was going to do this class and I'm going to be late. But I put a little post because I need to have a cup of tea afterwards.
Carol, why change the habit of a lifetime?
Absolutely. Right, okay, so let's talk to you about this kit because I briefly got to tell you about it. So I briefly got to tell you about this kit. I put it on the website. So 10 days ago, well actually it might be 11 or 12 days ago now, I can't remember because we've had the weekend. A lady from Ireland, a lovely lady who is in the community group, she doesn't own this by the way, she contacted me and said, have you heard of this new ganache kit? And I had no idea what she was talking about. So, and I've got to be honest, I don't know who this lady is. I can't even say the name. I think her name is Bridget, but I don't know how you say it on the box. So, so I'm not going to try and say it because every time I try and say it, I get my words all wrong. Bridget's. Is that how you say it?
Bridget's.
Right, okay, Bridget's. See, I need my trusty Karen to be able to tell me how to do things. So I went over and had a look at their Facebook page and then I contacted them and asked them, did they have a seller in the UK? And they said they didn't. So I asked them if we could stock it and they were highly delighted. I've only ever dealt with them by email. I don't know the girls personally. But then once I contacted them and did that, I did notice that another ganache kit came up. There's something going on in Ireland, okay? It seems as one company does something, another company does it, and everybody lays the claim to fame for it all. Personally, I'm only interested in who has the stock available, who's made it, who's got it. So what I did is I went through both Facebook pages and had a look to see when people started talking about it. The first I can see is on this website here. I saw on their page that from the 5th of January. So if you go to her Facebook page, which is, what is it called there? Facebook page. We put it on last week, didn't we?
Bridges Cake Room.
Yeah, Bridges Cake Room, which is BRIGID -S, apostrophe S, sorry, Cake Room. And I noticed that she was talking about this from the 5th of January, that she was launching it soon. On the other page, I couldn't see anything. Then she launched it with product in stock. And as you can tell, our website is full. So last I was a bit cautious. John didn't want me to put the stock in over the weekend, even though the stock had been dispatched on Friday and we expected it yesterday. He was worried that people would sort of want to do next day orders. But we've had confirmation it's it's arrived today, so that's great. So I put all the stockings last night. You may have missed some of the DPD orders, but because I don't know what time it actually arrived. So anyhow, so this kit, I'm more about who's got it. So we're not interested in waiting 5 to 6 weeks for it. We want to know who's got it. And then I've had a look at the kit and I've watched the video, and Mr. Baker, the blogger, how many of you went over there to watch his live? He did a Facebook live on it. He trialed it. Now the ladies who do this actually do it in a different way. So I'll just go and get an 8-inch tin, just 1 minute, because the set I've got here is a 9-inch tin. So
Marina, we're doing the sunflower little class, the extra one for Carol today, but the first buttercream flowers class actually starts today.
Yes.
On the 12th of March, it's the first Mother's Day cupcake bouquet class that
Don't
goes.
get confused. This is not the cupcake bouquet class. This is alive on this page, and then Buttercream Flowers is the first class, because we've been doing an open session of my learning experience. That's this afternoon. Should start at 2, but I've already left a message to say it's going to be starting at 2:30, 2:45. And then Cupcake Bouquet is the 12th, isn't it?
Because it's Mother's Day, you to transfer the date to a Friday, so it'll be fresh for Mother's Day.
Yeah. So let's just pretend this is a 9-inch tin. So Bridges cake liner, okay, so what they want you to do is they're not looking at you for cutting down your cake, all right? So they're looking at you for baking a cake in your 8-inch tin and then using it in a 9-inch tin. Now, the problem that caused me is I don't sell odd numbers of tins. I don't know why. I do 4, 6, 8s and 10s and 12s. I never thought about doing, I think I've just started stocking 5s, but I never thought about doing 7s, 9s and 11s. I don't even know if those tins exist. They must do. But so then I thought, oh my goodness, if I sell this, what am I going to do? Because I don't actually sell those tins. So what I did is I'll have a look at it. So let's just pretend this is a 9-inch tin. So you get your foam, and when you get your foam, you cut it, okay? So I'm not going to cut mine because this is actually for the bigger tin. So if you've got a 9-inch tin, okay, so if you've got a 9-inch tin, you can do it this method. And then I'm going to show you if you haven't got a 9-inch tin. So you cut your foam there so that they line up evenly, yeah? Then you get your liner. Sorry, I'm just going to have to roll it. So you get your liner, roll it. And did we get the clip back, Karen, or is it in the box? Might be in the box. It was down there for being washed.
Yeah, it was on, that piece of... I clipped it
Oh,
together.
there it is. Right, sorry. So, right, see, she knows where it all is. Just testing her.
Just testing me again.
Just testing her. So remember, if this is a 9-inch tin, okay, all right, so we've only got an 8-inch tin, but just pretend this is a 9-inch tin,
Yeah,
okay?
Lisa does all her cakes 9s or 7s. Lisa Matusha does it all 9s or 7s.
Well, this would be perfect for you, okay, all right. So this is a 9-inch tin. But are you baking 9-inch cakes? Because if you are, you're going to need the next size up.
Baking, she does 9 inches and 7 inches.
Right, okay. But this is if you're baking an 8-inch cake, you need a 9-inch tin. This is if you're doing it this way, yeah? So then what you do is you put that in there, then you put your little, there's a little brown circular thing that's drying down there. So I need to take this out because we need to put that in first.
Stella was like on the ball watching everything.
So I need to take that out, put this in first. So you have a liner, but you can use a greaseproof liner if you want, but you do get a reusable liner here. Now this is going to be too big because it's for a 9-inch tin, okay? So you put your liner in.
It's
all right. Karen's just taking out the kitchen aids, don't worry. You're a big crash in a minute. She obviously don't want this month's wages. So pretend we've cut that, okay? So so lots of things we've got to pretend, okay? And then I'm going to have to roll this up again now. Seems a bit of a faff, but to be fair, when you're ganaching and using your ganache plates, it's a faff. You've got to trim down your cake then when you're ganaching, or you buy your ganache plate slightly bigger, and then you've got to faff about. So it's whatever you think's good for you, but I'm really very impressed. Then you put this clip on, it's called a clip it. So you put this clip on, Okay, and then you start putting in your 8-inch cake, so 9-inch tin, and then you put in your 8-inch cake, and then you put your ganache into here. Okay, and then once you put your first, so you squirt your chocolate on, ding 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 ding. We'll do a proper live next Thursday. So you put your chocolate on. Did you get that? Ding ding ding. Okay, then you put in your cake, then you go all the way around the sides, then you cover the top, let that layer, put another layer on, and you keep building up until eventually you put a cake card on top or a cake drum, and then you go and set it in the fridge. You can either pop it in the freezer for a couple of hours if you want to, or pop it in the fridge. The cake I'm going to show you in a minute, I popped in the fridge and left it in overnight to set. But let me show you the way I did it, because there's always the Carol McFarland way, isn't there? So my issue is I haven't got a 9-inch tin, and I haven't got a 9-inch tin. I've only got 8-inch tins or 6-inch tins. I've only got even numbers. So I looked at this and thought, hang on a minute, let's get rid of the foam. Now, I haven't asked the girls in Ireland if they're happy about me doing this. I've sent them an email this morning telling them what I've done, and we're having a little chat on Zoom tomorrow because I haven't got time today. But we're going to have a little chat on Zoom tomorrow about the way I've done it. So they may be happy or they may be unhappy. There's not really much I can do about that, but I've just got to do it the way that I want to do it. So I've still put my 9-inch liner in my 8-inch tin because I've made the decision that I'll use this for a bigger cake if I wanted to. Okay. So I've put that in nice and flat, and then I have curled this up. Don't worry if you're holding it against yourself, it's the outside, so it's not on the inside of the cake. So then I'm going to open that up, okay, then I'm going to clip it. Don't put the clip on the inside, put the clip so it's on the outside. Okay, so now I'm ready. So I've got my 8-inch sponges, and Karen made me 4 of them yesterday. So then I used the PME set. So I phoned my man at Mr. PME today to see if he's got any of these, because we've sold out. We don't have sell out of these fast. We sell these for fun, don't we? I don't know what it is about them, but when I saw them, I fell in love with them, and I brought them into Karen, and she goes, oh, I need a set, I need a set. But they're only ring cutters, aren't they? But it's like...
It was just, they were shiny in a tin.
We are attracted to shiny things, isn't it? So, but the thing is, I don't want you to buy a set of ring cutters and not always know what to use them for. So we're using them for lots of little things. So I think we've had our money's worth out of them so far.
Yeah.
So what I thought we would do is, because I'm using an 8-inch cake, I'd get the biggest ring cutter out, which is a 7. So then I cut my cakes, my layers of cakes. I cut them all, okay. Then I made my Swiss meringue buttercream. Now I made my Swiss meringue buttercream with the whipping it up, and I made it as per the recipe. So I put it in here first, and I started to think, oh, you know what, it's a bit thick, that really. But anyway, I went with it, put the first layer in, then I went all the way around the sides of the cake, put the second layer in, and I'm still thinking it's quite thick. And Julie Rogerson was watching me last night, and she'll tell you this is true, so not a word of a lie. So 7:30 I came in here. Julie was still having her tea in there chatting to John. She came in at 20 to 8, I think it was, and I'm beating the living daylights out of the buttercream down there, hyperventilating. I've never put a cake together so fast, and then I needed more buttercream, so I had to whack it in the microwave. On the second batch of the Swiss meringue buttercream, instead of using tepid water, I actually used hot water, so out the kettle, hot water, to bring it down, to make it looser. Now I'll talk to you about that next week, because you can use hot water, but you mustn't walk away and leave it in the bowl. You need to be mixing and incorporating, because if you leave it, you'll end up with a firmer grease, and we don't want that. So the next bit that I put in was great, filled it all up, and I could see Julie, she's going on with herself. Don't know whether I like this idea. She'll tell you, she's watching. Don't know whether I like this idea. It's a bit of a faff, this, isn't it? We put it together. So then this morning we've come out, I'll show you in a minute, we come out and we pulled it over and we both went, wow.
Well, Julie says, I was really impressed with it.
Yes, she did. And if I'd had a set spare, I would give her a set. But I am going to make sure I get a set over to her, because she was really impressed with it. And so she knows that I'll get a set over to her. So that's my way of doing it, McFarland way. So I look at it that we can use this for two sizes, the 8 and 9. I think if you squeeze it a bit more for a 7, it might just be a bit too thick, but we can use it for an 8 and 9, which is great.
Well, Deirdre said, surely once you've bought it, it's up to you how you use it.
Well, I agree, it is up to you how you want to use it. And you know I'm very much about showing you the McFarland way. So I'm going to show you this cake. I've got to laugh at my John. So I said to John, I'm going to show them because there's lots of mistakes on this cake. And he said, well, don't show them then. But I'm very about showing it because I know that a lot of you are not professional and neither am I. So when we end up with this situation, it's how we're going to learn from it and put it right. And the ideal thing is I actually don't want you to have the situation I've had. So I want you to look at the positivity. I've never had such nice smooth cake in my life. I've never had a sharp edge in my life, but we've got a few problems. Are you ready?
Someone's asking, what is that foam piece for initially? What is it for?
Because the girls have designed it to go in a 9-inch tin so that you don't have to cut your cake. Okay, so you've got an 8-inch cake in a 9-inch tin, and it's to take up some of the space, because if you put a whole 8-inch in a 9-inch tin, it will have too much space and you'll end up spending more money on ganache, the thickness. So that just takes in a bit of the space for you. And then when you've got your 8-inch cake inside, or whatever size kit you've got, then you get that layer then. I think when you do ganache cakes, if you are a ganacher, you'll understand what I'm talking, because I was talking to Rachel Hannah yesterday and she's doing the live next Thursday. So she has done the chocolate ones. She's done the ganache this morning and she's well impressed with it. So she's going to come and do the ganache next week. I'll do the Swiss meringue buttercream, and then I'm going to have to do the normal buttercream. So I want to make sure we've got them all. And I want to do a ganache one myself. So by next week I will have ganache, Swiss meringue and done buttercream, and Rachel will come in, and it's her live next week because she's going to talk to you about her new class, but we're going to muscle in with this bit of kit for you. Yeah, so so I agree with the other lady, it's yours, you can do it either way you want. The girls have got a video, and like I say, Mr. Baker, he's done a video as well. So are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? So let me show you my best side. Okay, so the mistakes that I made, okay, you've never seen me have a cake that straight before, have you? Hey, crikey.
It's not lopsided or anything.
Not lopsided, and it was a lopsided cake because I had 3 layers perfectly flat, and then I had one that was just a bit like that, didn't trim it. I'll show you how I did that as well. So the mistake that I made is, so it's an upside down cake method, okay? So this was actually at the bottom. So my top of this cake was in the bottom of here, yeah? So when I took it out of the fridge this morning, this gold card was on the top there, and then all I've done is I've got it out of the fridge, and then I've got it and turned it over like that. Okay, so turned it over with the card. You can put a bigger card on top if you want to and turn it over, it's entirely up to you. And then I undid this, and this pinged off, so believe me, when you come and undo this, it just pings off, so make sure you're ready to catch it, otherwise it could go flying across the kitchen. So once you know how to take it off, obviously I was expecting it, I don't know why, I was expecting it to be stuck to my cake and that I would have to peel off, but as soon as I took that clip off, it went ding ding, look, I'm here, I'm ready. So so this is what I'm saying. So last night, like I say, Julie will tell you herself, I was doing this cake 20 minutes before. The mistakes I didn't tap the cake for the buttercream to go down. I also feel that my buttercream was too thick for the cake, so it needed loosening a little bit more. Okay, so we have got holes, and later on this afternoon, I'm not doing it with you guys, but not later on this afternoon, but tonight I'm actually going to fill in the holes because I've saved some buttercream and I'm going to smooth it. But next week we won't have this. So this is my first experimental cake.
For a very, very first go, jolly
yeah,
well done.
Yeah, thank you, Karen. So you know, like I say, I wanted to show it. Yeah, I've got to laugh at John. He's going, oh, well, don't show them. But you're going to have the same experience. So if I can say, loosen your buttercream. So it's like very much when you're crumb coating. When I used to crumb coat cakes, I used to crumb coat it at the same consistency I make my flowers with, and that's very thick. And I used to wonder why half my crumb coat would cut off. It's like when you get butter. I tell you what, the best way. You get butter out the fridge, don't you? And you wipe it on your you spread it on your toast, and it rips all the toast, doesn't it? Because it's rock hard. So what you have to do then, you have to wait until it gets to room temperature, and you have to soften it. Well, that's exactly the same when you come to crumb coat a cake. You crumb coat a cake, and it has to be nice and soft so it's palatable, so you can smooth it on. And I've only just clicked on that a couple of years ago. So I've been buttercreaming cakes for years, fighting with it, trying to get it stuck on, and then ding ding, penny dropped what it is. Same with the rose swirls. It's got to be lovely and smooth and soft. And really very easy to smooth, whereas when you're doing your buttercream flowers, it needs to be a little bit firmer.
Well, they're all saying awesome job, well done for a first attempt, jolly well done.
Yeah, so so I'm going to make sure, this is not how it should look, all right? So just make sure this was my first one. I did it in 20 minutes. We were 3 minutes late for the live last night, and that's why. So I mixed up 2 packets of buttercream, 4 packets of butter, because there's got a lot of stuff on here, because I went very heavy-handed on it as well. I put quite a lot of buttercream in the middle as well. So there's a lot on here. So my next job now is I'm going to smooth this out later on. I'm going to pop this back in the fridge, and then I'm going to smooth this out later on. And but my next cakes, Karen's got them in the oven for me. So tomorrow you know what I'm doing, don't you? So we'll have some more done tomorrow. Yeah, that's amongst me doing videos for Terry as well tomorrow, and being in the warehouse.
Are you going to get more 7-inch?
I am. We sold out, and I will tell you, I'm well impressed. We've actually sold out of nearly all of them. So I've got very little stock left of what it is, which is the bigger sizes. I've emailed the girls this morning, placed another order. Okay, so I'm hoping, I've asked them now, I've asked them now, when will I get that stock? So I'm hoping they'll get that together for me tomorrow. I don't know how much stock they've got. I bought 20 units of every size. So each size I bought 20 units, so we're sold out. So apart from the bigger sizes, yeah.
And your man from PME, has he promised you some tins, some cutters?
I need to have a look at my phone. He has said I can have them, but I've got to check. Oh, you've got my phone.
I think they really want to order some cutters as well.
Yes, I know, because I've said, can I put them in stock? So I'm going. I said I'm going live at 1 o'clock. Right. I'm just going to text him now. I really need to know. I really.
Carol's on speed dial to him.
No. Sorry.
And a lot of people love this ganache kit. They're going, ooh.
Yeah, so I think you're going to love it. Now remember, it's a ganache kit that's meant for chocolate. I will tell you, I've had a chat with Rachel Hannah before we went live, and she is over the moon. So she's really very pleased. Now she can ganache cake normally on her head, but she said for those of us who can't, stood upside down on her head, she can do it. But she said for those people who can't, i.e. like me, it's going to be a game changer. And like I say, this is the Swiss meringue buttercream, and this, I know the mistakes that's here. I don't need anybody to tell me, but I wanted you to see them so that you knew what they were and how we're going to put them right. And it has to be a looser mix. Yeah? Right, so I'm going to put this back in the fridge. Right, Terry, do you want to just open the fridge for me, love? Oh, no shut any comment, Karen.
Caller says, tell him you're live on air, you need to know.
That's what I've just actually told him.
And Kit says, she has to say, us ladies are brilliant, and she's learned so much from us all, so thank you.
Oh, great. So just a minute, I'm just going to rearrange my fridge a minute.
Cherry Dean says, don't be greedy, ladies, and buy them all up. You know Breeder and me need them. I was laughing last night when I just bobbed in and out last night, and Geraldine said something, and she said, do you think I need that? And you went, no.
I don't need anything.
I started giggling when I just...
You don't need anything, you, Geraldine. Let's use what you've got first. Right, okay. Right, so let's get back to the sunflowers. So last week I haven't touched them from last week. So just before we went live, I thought, you know what, I best have a look how Nick Lodge puts his Nicholas Lodge. I mustn't call him Nick Lodge. I've not had an email, so I'm still a supplier, so that's good, isn't it? So I thought, right, I best have a look how he puts his leaves together. So where we were at last week, so again, Flower Pro, okay, so we're on the sunflower. So where again, okay, the Carol McFarland way. Now, if you sit and watch Nicholas Lodge, he makes the most amazing flowers with this set, and I highly recommend recommend you watch him. But I also know a lot of you ladies are just like me. We don't read instructions, we get it and we start faffing about and mucking about, and then we go and read the instructions. Or sometimes we just like somebody to show us in a bit of an easier way, and that's where I come in. So I'm not trying to say that the way that Nicholas does it is wrong, because obviously he's the master of it. He's amazing, but you know, it depends what level we want to get at. And I think once you've had a play, my thing is, how many of you buy moulds and go and stick them in the cover? It's sort of like, oh, it's nice that, look at that, oh, look at that, look at the pictures. So you get the pictures, oh, look at that, I'm going to make them. Right, that's in the drawer, never to come out again. Even Karen's admitting it here, you know, in the drawer, never to come out again. And then you might see it one day and you have a look, oh, right, I'll have a go at that one day. So my feelings is...
I'll put it that way nice and safe again.
Yeah, exactly. So my feelings is, you know what, I'm showing you a way of like, let's just have a play. Let's get our comfort zone. Let's get our confidence up. Let's, you know, and then if we're happy with that, great. And then if you want to build on your skills, then you go then and you have a look at Nicholas's videos, all right? So I can't go through the sunflower again with you because we've already done it, but my leaves were too soft. So I'd only done them that morning and they hadn't set, okay? So anyhow, and then because I hadn't set and I showed you, they were actually, they started then to twirl around on the wire. So on Sunday, I was doing the class with Hannah. Now I was going to do the class with her, but I ended up just watching. And then loads of other things was going on in my life. Jacuzzi was being moved out. It was my birthday. Somebody was at the door. Things were going on. But in the meantime, I thought, you know what, I'll go and finish my leaves. And I said to Hannah, the cake illusionist, they're still moving around, how can I save them? And I don't know why I don't think of the obvious. She said make some gunk, and I went, God, yes, gunk, why do I not make gunk? So basically, if you don't know what gunk is,
you're just going to answer the question that I'm going to ask you in a minute.
What?
What's gunk?
I know. I'm just looking for my sugar paste actually. Do you know where my sugar paste is? Are they down there?
No, it's in the cupboard behind you.
You put them away.
I didn't think you needed it.
Right, so apart.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't think you needed it.
Do you want to get me a bit of water, Karen, in a dish? I may as well show them what gunk is.
When are they actually? I can't speak. When are they due back in stock? The ganache kits, the 8-inch kits, and everything.
Right. Okay. I don't know because I need the girls to answer the question. Let me just read my emails a minute. So just 1 second, because I'm trying to get an answer off them.
Do you want warm water, cold water?
A bit of warm water, please. Let me just see if the girls have answered back. Ah, there you go. We are currently packing your order and we're hoping to get it out today. If not, it will definitely leave tomorrow. And I'm going to write great, because they are watching me live. Answer your email. So get it on its way. Right, okay. Smiley face.
Yes.
Yes. Ding. Do you want me to put them in stock afterwards, knowing full well, okay, so I have to make this very clear, knowing full well, so I'll go and change the date on there, knowing full well they may not get here till Friday. So it's, is it Monday today? Tuesday? Tuesday. So if they dispatch today, DPD will ask me for customs tomorrow, so we should get them Thursday, Friday. If they dispatch tomorrow, there's a very big chance they won't arrive till Monday. So it's up to you. I'm happy to put them in stock, but don't be on the phone to Laura because she'll kick me head in, honestly. She goes mad at me putting stuff in stock when it's not arrived. So the good thing with these is they're not far away, are they? You're not waiting for months to get them. Yeah, you're going to love them.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Right, okay, so can you put a little note on, if you want to pay by DP delivery, in the customer notes, can you put, I know I have to wait for them to arrive, then can you dispatch DPD, just to get Laura off my back, all right, because when I did something the other week, me and Karen got a right battering, and we haven't quite got over it.
Well, just one thing for Christine Moore, can I add them to my order over in the office?
They won't let you. And I tell you why they won't let you, because they're busy frantically at the moment getting these sorted out, and they've got a lot of deliveries in, so I just know that they won't let you. To be fair, by the time we've finished our demo and the bits that you've done this week, you'll be adding more stuff to get free delivery anyhow, so just do another thing. All right, so I'll put these in stock after the session. I've got to do a class after this, so I'll put them in after my buttercream flowers class, so they won't be in stock till 6 o'clock. All right, so hold on, let's breathe. Right, are we all happy with that, girls?
Ladies, like Cicely's watching, she said I really wanted them, you'll be having them, they'll be going into stock this tonight, so you can order it, but they may not get dispatched until after next Monday.
Yes,
depends on when they arrive.
Yeah, we were very lucky because they were dispatched on Friday. John paid customs on Saturday. We got an apology email yesterday off DPD for not arriving, and they've arrived today. Okay, so if the girls do dispatch, she said they're packing the order now. Does anybody want to see the email? If you don't believe me, but they're packing the order now, and they're hoping to get them out today. And then, but they've also said it might be tomorrow. So I have to make it very clear, all right, that if you choose DPD as a delivery or a priority delivery, you are waiting until this comes. Because what drives the office mad is I tell you these things and everybody's on the phone, where's my order, where's my order, where's my order? Yep. All right then, good. Should we get back to Flower Pro?
And one last thing,
go on.
The dust is going to be another 2 to 3 weeks, the Wonder Dust. No, because somebody says, when will the dust be?
Yeah, we are waiting for Wonder Dust. It's amazing, that stuff, isn't it? Isn't it lovely? Yeah. We've sold out of our piping bags as well, so they've gone really fast. So good, I'm glad you like them. Right, okay, so I showed you how to make the leaves last week. Now, I've just been watching Nicholas's video, and he puts 5 leaves on his, but we're just going to do a quick version. And we're also going to, he does some measuring of some tissue paper, some kitchen roll. But we're going to do it the McFarlane way. I never measure anything anyhow. All right. So you'll see I've got a shiny leaf, and you'll see that I've got 2 dual ones. It's because I've not sprayed them. And did you want to know how to make gunk? So I just need a little bowl, Karen. And
a little
the palette. I've got one. So when you need to make gunk, okay, so gunk is great for repairing things and for sticking things. So you can make it with sugar paste and you can make it with modelling paste. So I would always say make it with modelling paste because that's stronger, okay, because it's got Tylo in. Now you only need a tiny bit, tiny bit, okay, and basically it's a glue. So, so these were whirling around for fun, and like I say, Hannah the cake illusionist, when I said to her, what am I going to do with these, Hannah? I haven't got time to make any more, and she said, put gunk on it. I went, oh, gosh, why did I not think of that? Because I'm an idiot at times. Right, so just a little bit, little ball, okay, little ball. Karen's done me some hot water. Right. And then just a tiny drop of water. Yep, warm water. So just a little drop. So you just want a little drop at first, and then you're going to mash it in. Can you see that over the overhead?
Yes.
So you're just going to mash it in, warm it up. In fact, I tell you what, Karen Davies and Marion Frost do. They do it here on the board. I just didn't want to get my board dirty.
No, man, it cleans
but it's
up.
done, yeah. So it mashes in better than in the bowl. So they just mash it in, and you'll find that all sugar artists use this. So I don't even know why I didn't think of it. Sometimes the most simple things I just can't think of. Just the obvious, isn't it?
Well, you're just making your gunk. Can you ask me a question?
Yeah.
It's on the ganashing kit. Somebody just went, because they're going to order it later. If you order an 8-inch kit for a 7-inch cake.
Right, okay. So go over this again. Yeah. All right then. I would, if I was you, if you've got an 8-inch, it depends which way you want to use the kit. You can either use it the way they do, okay. So I've got the 9-inch kit here, all right, for a 9-inch tin to put an 8-inch cake in that's not been cut. But I didn't have a 9-inch tin, so I've used an 8-inch tin and I've cut my cake. All right, so that's whatever size you go for, you need to know. So if you're going to go for a kit 8, all right, you need to have a cutter for a 10, for a 7 to cut your cake down. Or if you haven't got a cutter, like Rachel Anna hasn't got the cutters, she's cut them by hand. So you can just put a cake card over the top, Dead easy. Do you know what I mean? Did you like that? Cake card over the top of your cake, go around, trim it off. Dead easy. Right, okay, so that's the way. But you'll understand more next Thursday when you've all got your kits and you're all ready to go. Okay, so this is gunk. Seen this? Look. So you only need a tiny bit, don't need loads. And this is your special bit of glue, and you scrape that up and you put it in a little container and you save it. It won't save forever, it'll only save for now. Okay, and then what I did here, you can see. So I don't know whether Terry can zoom in there. All right, so I dusted these leaves last week. So what I did was I pulled the whole wire out. I put gunk all over the wire. All right, I pushed it in, and then I've got some on my finger and I just rubbed it along the leaf there, over there, and I think you can see my repair job better. Can you see it there, my repair job? So I pushed it all around there. Yeah, no one's ever going to get that close to these flowers to know. And now look at that, my leaf doesn't fall off. So good old gunk, eh? That's what it's called. There you go. So I'm just going to get this off, and I'm going to have to ask Karen now for a cloth. The poor girl, every time she sits down, I need something else.
Okay, so get your steps up.
Get your steps up. Sorry, Karen. Right, so we don't need gunk now, us anyhow. Right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to dust our leaves. So let's, I just need to wipe the board 1 minute. Thank you very much. If you've got a pink board, grey boards, spoke to the guy, he's open to dispatch today. If he doesn't dispatch today, he'll dispatch tomorrow. He has fell over and bashed his rib cage in. So I don't know what he was doing to fall over and bash his rib cage in. So all the work he planned to do over the weekend didn't happen. So I phoned him this morning, and so he's going to have to send them out in parts. So I think what did he say, Terry? Did he say he was sending out 12 or 20? Was you listening to him when I was having a conversation with him? Can't remember whether he said he was sending 12 out or 20 out, and then he's going to send them out each day as he can get them done. So, and the lady with the BWB mould, she has been taken into hospital with COVID, but her daughter has kept in touch with me. She's had oxygen and she's feeling so much better. So fingers crossed she stays better. Right, so kitchen roll, there we go. Go on, Karen, any more questions? I can see you're dying to ask something.
No, I'm just answering, I'm just answering the two, Chef.
Right, okay. So we've got some green here.
Whoop whoop grey ball man.
Eh?
Whoop whoop, oh, poor grey board man.
I know, bless him. I know, he's such a lovely guy as well, he really is a lovely guy.
Woohoo! For the balls, not for his rib cage.
Yeah. So he knows, he's got a massive order of mine, a massive order. He knows he's got to get it out. He knows that you ladies have bought it. He knows that you want it. So he goes, Carol, I will, I promise, I promise, I promise. So you should all be getting them this week anyhow. So I'm just going to just hide what I did there before. So I'm just going to pop in a little bit around the edges. So you can colour your leaves any colour you want. There's no right or wrong way of colouring them. If you want to make them a bit darker in places, you can do. I always laugh at some things. I think people just don't get that close to it. You go to all that hard work and then they don't friggin' see it anyhow. So you'll see that these are bent slightly because I've already bent them. Okay. So then just a little dusting. And I'm going to put some more stuff on here because some more kitchen roll, because we're going to do a little bit of spraying. Now if you can do this outside, but obviously I can't take the camera outside.
We're not mobile enough yet.
Yeah, we're not mobile enough to go outside. I prefer to do this outside. Whatever you do, don't do what I'm doing now, and that's spray it on your pink board. All right. So
I have to get Simon that kit that Julie was telling him. She said there's a big leather harness out that he can fix a camera to and walk around the kitchen. He went, I don't think so.
So I'm putting plenty on here because I'm going to spray. All right, but don't go spraying this on your pink board. So we've got a couple of sprays. So we've got this one is an old model. This one, they don't sell this one anymore, but it's called Shell and Shine. The one I don't know if they brought out a replacement yet. Some of you may know the answer to that. At the moment, I've got the Cake Star shine spray, and you can also get it in liquid form. Now the liquid form is probably better because then you can paint it on with a paintbrush. Here's Simon looking through the window. He's probably wondering what's going on and why we're running so late. So you can paint it on with a paintbrush. We're very late, Simon. Come in and have a cup of coffee. So you can paint it on with a paintbrush, but it does ruin your paintbrushes, so make sure you buy some glaze cleaner. All right then. Oh, you've done your beard. Right, good. He's allowed to have a look. Come on then. He's allowed. Oh, and he's had a shave as well.
Oh, he looks proper trim.
Look at the smile on my face.
Happy
He
birthday.
is. Is that my birthday? Is it? Oh, thanks. I like that colour.
That's lovely.
That colour's a nice colour, isn't it? Yeah,
Very
look at
nice.
that. Matching face mask as well.
Oh, no.
Hey, blending in. Look at you.
We're all shouting, hi,
Hi.
Simon.
Hi.
Who have we got on?
Simon.
Which group's this?
I don't know where
Is this
we
the
are
main
anymore.
page?
This is sunflower. This is sunflower part 2.
We're going to be late for buttercream flowers.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes. So you get past me and make a cup of
No.
coffee. Go on, you can run past me your mask.
Talking about grey boards, are you just getting the one size in this
No.
time, or are you getting all different sizes?
Loads of different sizes, but I'll put
Brilliant.
them in stock as we have them. If you face that way and go back to back, you can go past.
So come past me, I'm going to go and check the cake.
Right. Okay. So that's our shiny one that we sprayed earlier.
Flowers off.
Pardon?
I don't know all the flowers
Oh, the
off.
flowers off. So we're just going to give this a little light spray. It just makes them look nicer.
Is it flowers?
Okay. And then I'm just going to put that on my
Right.
tissue over there to dry, and then we're going to do this one. So Karen Naylor's very excited about these. She thinks she's going to get loads of them. No, she's not. So then she's not. She's at work. She asked could she have a lunch break. We don't do lunch breaks at our place. We work and eat while we're working. But I'm sure she might be having a sneaky peek, seeing how her sunflowers are going. So do you remember last week when I did these and I put my sunflower on and I broke it all off? So I will do this for Karen. But I broke it all off and I haven't actually put it back yet. Okay. So we did it that way. So we're going to push those out the way. And then we've got this one here. So let me just straighten my thing here. Now, Mr. Lodge also shows you how to make it with the full stem as well. So do you remember last week when we put these on and then you said, Carol, have you glued it? And I went, oh, no, I haven't. Anyhow, it's set rock hard there. But really what I should have done is had it lifted up over here and just put some of my cotton wool buds on to lift some of the petals. Yeah. Okay, so loads of things, loads of mistakes. Yeah, we've got to live and learn, haven't we? But if you remember, I'm not showing you how to sort of make these. I'm sort of getting you to use the thing. So instead of stroking your lovely mould when it comes, you know what? Let's get some sort of sunflower to justify why you bought the mould. Yeah. All right then. So then I'm just going to dust my mould, my flower. And then I'm going to spray that. So I'm just going to dust it. So you can dust it. I did the other one in orange because it's got brown, but you can dust it in any colour you want. So I'm just going to, in fact I might put a bit of orange.
So don't forget, lady, the buttercream flowers class is going to be about 2:30 to 2:45.
Yeah.
Because there's a few just going off to run off to do some jobs now before the class.
No, don't worry. Listen, don't worry. Oh, if you're not interested in this bit, go and run off then. Go and get yourself ready. But me and Karen, we just need to clear all this up and then get ready for buttercream flowers.
Maybe a sneaky cup of tea in between.
Yeah. Well, Simon's here now. We'll get him on brew duty. So we're just going to luster up, dust up, luster up, whatever you want to call them. So remember, I hadn't painted mine centres in the middle either. So, you know, the one thing with watching me do this is lots of learning by it. So that's a good thing because you can sit there and think, well, you know what, I watched Carol's way and she made a few mistakes there. And I watched Nick's way and that's a bit too professional for me. So I'm going to sit there and have a go myself and do my own way. There you go. Can't get any better than that, can you? You can speak, you know, you don't have to do sign language, you two.
We're practicing.
Are you practicing?
Just a coffee, please, Simon.
Elaine Lawton says 1 sugar, please, Sam, and black coffee.
You drink black coffee, Elaine?
You don't want black coffee, do you?
No, Elaine
No,
Lawton.
Elaine Lawton.
Milky, please.
Milky with no sugar.
Yeah, I'm sweet like candy bars.
So we put that on there. Okay.
Carol.
I've got a drink actually, I've got a can of Coke. So then we're just going to spray this. So I'm going to have to spray this downwards so it goes on the, get me brushes out the way. Save everything. Okay. Right, so that's saving there, okay. Got a couple of wonky petals there. But there you go, that's fine, isn't it? That'll go there. So we're going to do a few other little bits. So while that's drying there for a minute, okay, get rid of that lot. Right, so then we want our leaves now, don't we? So first of all, tissue paper again. Scissors. Right, I haven't got a pencil to draw anything on here. Have you got a pen there, Karen, by any chance?
Well,
So get your square of tissue, okay? Now Nick Lodge actually draws it all out, okay? I don't.
making sure it worked.
Thanks very much. I don't. So we're just going to do a line across there. I'm going to do a line across there. Yeah. And then we're going to go down here. All right. Okay. Did you get that? So we're going to do a line across there. Line down here. A line down there. And then we're going to cut this off. All right. So this is the rough way of doing it. When you watch his video, he'll tell you the exact measurements. But as I say, we're doing it the Karen McFarland way for the moment. So I'm guesstimating. Don't like measuring anything, me. I like eyeballing. Right, so what do I do with my glue? So we've got the glue. So just a little Pritt stick on a stick. And we get our flour out. So we're going to get our flour out now. So if Terry can just watch this. So we're just going to put a line of glue along there. Yeah. Then we're going to get our tissue. I'm going to start that on there. So it doesn't matter which way you are, whether you're left-handed or right-handed. And you're going to wrap this round, because this is going to make your stem bigger. But some of you are amazed that I got this far, aren't you?
No. We have every faith in you.
Yeah, so we're going to make this a bit bigger. So just put a bit of glue there. So there you go. So we're just going to sit that there for a minute. Let me get my cloth to wipe my fingers. Right, so then we want some tape. So stretch it. So you've got a sticky side, okay? So some of the ladies wanted to remind me last week, and it's probably because I didn't tell you. But when you use this tape, there's obviously this side isn't sticky, all right? So, but the underneath side is. But to release the stickiness, you actually stretch it, and that releases the stickiness, okay? So you'll feel it sticky there. So make sure you stretch it, because otherwise, if you don't, it's not sticky. So we're just going to set that up there. I'm going to go round. And you're just going to keep stretching it. You're going to go round and round and round. So remember, my sunflower isn't going to be as beautiful as Mr. Lodge's. But we're going to get there. So we're just going to go round and round. Then we're going to go up again. The good thing is I didn't get the email to say I'd done it wrong.
Leslie said, sorry Leslie, Leslie says, what's that Carol's making? And don't say a sunflower. What's the end product going to be?
You mean so you can't tell it's a sunflower?
No, I think you're making the stem bigger underneath. That way you're going to fix the leaves.
Yeah, because a sunflower stem is big, isn't it?
Yes.
No, what she means is it going to be a part of something bigger? Like, what's the end result?
Oh, I don't know. They're going to Karen Naylor. I was just showing you. Listen, don't get that. We're not making bouquets here. We're not making bouquets here, girls. We're making a sunflower with the kit.
Yeah, sorry Karen, that was my oven going off.
Yeah, Karen's on a mission to make as many cakes as she can so we can get this ganache kit sorted out. So we're back down again. See what we do? Right, there we go. So we're down there now. Yeah. So that's that sat there resting. It looks all right, doesn't it? Yeah. So we're sat there resting. So then we've got our first leaf. So use the smaller leaves first, all right? So before you start attaching your leaves, use the smaller one. Now, sunflowers, when they grow, so he does one on a short stem like this, and he does one on a big stem. So when you have your sunflower, it doesn't have a straight head, it's actually bent, isn't it? So I haven't got any cutters, so I haven't got any of those fancy wires to bend it like that. So I've got to bend it myself, yeah?
Look at the muscles there.
I know.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay, so then what we're going to do now is we're going to attach our first leaf. Yeah. Well, we hope we are. So then, where's that tape? Are you impressed so far, ladies?
Looking great.
So, sorry, I'm just going to have to do it like this. Just 1 second.
And Julie's laughing, Julie Rogerson, because
Why?
the grey board just accidentally fell into a shopping basket.
Oh, no. See, the thing is, this is what I do to you tutors. I get you in, teach a class. So, I tell you, once you've used that board yourself, you're like... Every tutor who's come in here is like...
I want a board.
Well, they have, after they've done a class, haven't they? They're like,
Yes.
ooh, I want one of them boards. Karen Davies was the funniest one when she wanted one. She said, take me money now, I want it now, reserve me one. And then... she said, just make sure I've got one. And then they arrived, I told her, she said, oh great, will you bring it to the live? I said, yeah, and John forgot. And so I said, oh John, I won't mind, I remind you, John's a nightmare, you know, you have to put things on his desk. What's he like? He forgets everything, doesn't he? Yeah. So we were here, we were about to go live, and I said, oh, where's a board? And he went, oh no, I forgot. So she said, it's all right, you can post it me. And I said, John, it's not all right. You go back to work, you open the building up, and you get her a grey board, a pink board.
And he did.
Karen's going, it's all right, John, it's all right. She didn't mean it, really.
She really wanted that board.
Little face lit up. So see what we mean now. So we've got our first leaf on. Look at that.
That is saying, and you are right, sunflower stems are really thick.
Yeah.
That was
So-
great.
Are you impressed?
Yeah.
Look at that. Our first leaf. Do you want to have a look, Terry? Look at that. Yeah. So it's not perfect. All right, we're not there. But the main thing is I'm showing you. Let's get it out first. Let's have a play. Let's achieve something. Who bought this last week? Lots of you did.
About 17 people when I was finished with
Yeah,
this.
lots of you did.
Jill
Yeah.
Cook on YouTube says you're doing great, Carol.
Pardon?
Jill Cook on YouTube.
Aw,
says you're doing
thanks,
great.
Jill.
Is Chef Nicholas watching?
We don't know. We don't want Chef Nicholas watching. Right, so then we've got our next ones, okay. So we need pliers, but I haven't got any pliers, all right. So I don't know why I didn't think to get any pliers, because I didn't.
It's one of those things we don't think about
I
getting,
know.
isn't it?
So we've got that, so I'm just going to bend them.
Excuse
I'm going to bend that. So Karen's just getting the cakes out the oven. These are all for you, these cakes, girls, when we do you the ganashing. Right, so then we've got to put these. So you've got to put your smaller leaf first. And Chef did two. Chef Nicholas Lodge. Okay, he did two, but I only did one. So we've got our two here now. And I am just, wait a minute, can't remember this bit actually. So I'm just going to wire mine together. You two shut up.
Yeah. You just asked me about your smashing cake.
My what?
You said, did your cake turn out?
Yeah. So I'll show you in a minute. I know you'll be thrilled, Simon. You'll be thrilled when you see this. I'm just pulling this together. So it's a bit
I'm
fiddly.
excited about it. I
Eh?
think I was looking forward to it.
Is it? You'll see it. You've missed it. I've already showed it them.
And your smiley face, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's a creep.
So I'm just going to go round it again.
Face light up when I came in.
Eh?
It was because you had a shave and you'd actually coloured your beard. That's what she looked
Yeah,
like.
that's right. So I'm probably not doing this at the right angle, but anyhow, so keep stretching it. So it's probably not the right way of doing this, but it's the way I'm doing it. Sure, you lot sit there and think, God, Carol, is an easier way. But you know what? I look at it, I'm teaching myself here. With the help of a video. These lot laugh their heads off when I'm watching the videos. Quick watch. Whiz it along a bit more. Yeah, got that. Right, I'll show them. And Nicholas Lodger's probably thinking, oh my God, this woman. So I feel a bit more control in my leaves now. Any of you ever used gunk before? I know lots of you know what gunk is, but lots of you won't know what it is. How many of you didn't know what gunk was?
The stuff for cleaning your drive.
No. Shut up. No.
Different gunk.
What's
Different
it?
gunk.
Marion Frost is a great believer in gunk.
Yes, she is. So now we've placed these leaves further down. Okay. It's coming together, isn't it? You can ask me what this bit's for. I don't know. I forgot. So we ended up with... we needed two of these, but I can't remember. I'm sure I must have missed it. Oh, I know. I think when he did the longer one, he did the bottom. That's it, yeah. Sure, that's it.
She also uses gunk.
Hey?
Jill says she uses gunk.
Good.
And Jan says, if you keep the tape still and twist the wire, it'll be easier for your fingers.
Ever keep the what?
Keep the tape still and just twist the wire in your fingers.
What, do this, you mean?
Yeah, so you keep it, so you know what I mean? Yeah, that's that, yeah.
Karen Naylor, you might have one sunflower. The rest, girl, you're on your own.
You're the 15, good luck. That looks great.
Looking all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the thing is, you ladies who've never done this, it gives you a chance, doesn't it? So it just means when you get your kit, you can have a go, and then you go and watch the videos and learn how to do it properly. Get yourself some pliers as well.
Yeah, make sure they're just for your cake decorated. I've got myself some pliers turned round. There's my husband out in the shed with my pliers.
Yeah, I remember
Maybe
you.
buy me some more.
Yeah, I remember him doing that.
That looks absolutely super.
I'm just going to break that off there. So there is our little
Look at
arrangement
that.
of our sunflower. So I'm going to sit that down now so that you can all see it.
Stand it.
I haven't got it there,
Stick
that's
it
it.
into your...
It's not quite right. I haven't got him stuck there right. Look, I've got a wobbly leaf. I haven't got a wobbly leaf, I've got a wobbly wire. How am I going to stop him, girls? Oh, let's just see what I'm going to do to stop him running around. Wait a minute. Oops. I've just knocked one of my petals off. Sorry, Karen. I'll stick him back on for you afterwards. Let me just put that on there so you can see it. I'll sort out the rest of the problem afterwards. Can you see it on there? It needs to be that way, doesn't it? Yeah?
No, the flower and the leaves come as two separate sets. It's called a sunflower and daisy set, and that's you can make a big sunflower or a daisy, and then you've got the leaf and veinner set is a different set, and they're both priced at $19.99 each.
Yeah. But this is if you want to, this is sort of like an easy way for you to get into do. Now, I'm not a sugar artist. I actually don't even like it. You girls who make roses, I made roses 8 years ago when I first started Sugar and Crumbs. I went on a course. I spent all day, came home. I've only actually just thrown the arrangement away, and it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Really very pleased. Never want to make it again. I did do one with Natalie Porter. She showed me how to make one. Loved it. Never made it again. Did one with Amy Archibald. Loved it. Never want to do it again. It's just not my thing. And Kim Firth was in here last year, and she was doing a rose with me, and I went, oh. I don't get that time of enjoyment. I find that my mind is wandering about other things, whereas a lot of you ladies, you can get into the zone and get like fixated about it. But what I'm fascinated about the moulds is, that's if you do it without the moulds, what I'm fascinated about the moulds is it's a quicker way, and that's what I was showing you last week. It's a quicker way, and overall I'm actually quite happy with this. It's a long way from perfect, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you it is. It's a long way from perfect, and I've actually broke all Nicholas Lodge's rules. I broke them all. But I just think when you buy the kit, the worst thing you can do is stroke it, put it in the cupboard, and be scared of getting it out. So I'm just giving you a way of how to get it out, play with it, and then once you've had a little bit of play with it, then go and improve.
Will it fit in the tube at the top of your here? Will it fit in this tube so it stands up nice?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? Let's do that. Good idea, Karen. Look at that, eh? Look at that. We have a sunflower, girls.
I was looking for something slim for it to go, and I thought,
yeah, there we go. Oh, so you've done it there then. Yeah. So I have broke a petal off, but I'll stick that back on easy. That's easy enough to stick back on anyhow. So I'll just make a little bit of yellow gunk. Stick it on. Yeah, so don't worry about if you break petals off. You can hide loads of things. So I think afterwards, while we're getting ready, I'll just make a little bit of yellow gunk and stick that on. So do you like that then?
Well done, Carol. Great job. Hashtag Carol McFarland way. And Karen Naylor says, don't you think my flowers look fab? Your flower.
Well, you can finish this one, Karen. So this one only needs the calyx again, and the leaves, and this one needs another set. So there you go, Karen. They're all yours. And this one, this one, Karen. Here, Terry. This one here. Terry, this one needs the lot, Karen. So you know what, Karen? You've got the whole lot there to go at. Make yourself all those. The wedding's not till June, is it?
October.
Oh, you got loads of time. There you go. So I hope I've encouraged you. I love this orange. Don't you love this orange? I think it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. And that orange has come about because I got brown on it. So you can make your sunflowers any colour you want. Okay.
And she says petals fall. Well, Michelle said petals fall off flowers all the time. It's more realistic now. There's a petal missing. They absolutely love it. They say you've done a fantastic job.
Well, I'm actually pleased because that's the first time I've ever made a sugar sunflower. So I'm pleased, but it's a long way from perfect, and I'm not going to, well, I can't justify it anymore anyhow. I've told you, if you watched it last week, you know where we are. So what I'm going to do is every 3 weeks I'm going to attempt another flower. So I think my next flower is calla lilies. That's the next one. So what I want to do that, or once a month on a live, I want to do it. So I've already got the mould ready, and we're going to have a go at doing calla lilies, and I'll try and put a bit more practice in instead of just doing my usual flair of winging it on the day, because it's fun winging it and I really enjoy it, and I'm actually very lucky I actually get away with it. But maybe one day I should actually knock up a professional one. But we'll see. It's all about time. I just don't have time. So
well, you've done absolutely love it. They said you've done a brilliant job, and they've really enjoyed it.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's live, all right? So I will put the rest of the ganaching kits in at 6 p.m. tonight. I've ordered 40 of each set. So I had 20 of every set, and I've ordered 40 of the top selling ones that flew out. So it looks like the girls have got plenty of stock, so it looks like we can get them in. They are coming from Southern Ireland, and I've tried to match their prices, even though I've had customs to pay on top of these. So I've tried not to put them up for customs. So I think mine are a bit of £1 dearer than when you buy them off them. They should be about £5 dearer, but I want to try and keep them as low priced as I can for you, and we'll swallow the customs fee. Yeah.
And they love you winging it, and they can't wait for the kits to come. They can't wait for the sunflower kits, the sunflower things to go. And thank you.
Brilliant.
And we're going to see you, buttercream flower ladies.
Yes.
And we'll say what, 2:30, give us 20
So
minutes.
I'm going to say 2:45. All right, to give myself plenty of time, because I've given myself 20 minutes. I need 20 minutes to clean this up and set up. And I think me and Karen could do with a cup of coffee. So 2:45 in buttercream flowers. All right, and we're doing filler flowers today, and next week we're doing irises. So, is Iris on here, by the way,
She's
your mum?
watching, but I know she's going to be coming to buttercream flowers in a bit. But I think
right.
she's not said anything, but I know she's watching. It just keeps on saying, Iris is watching, Iris is watching.
Oh, so anyhow, I just want to say Iris is Karen's mum, by the way. So congratulations, Iris, on your 58th, is it?
Yeah.
58th wedding anniversary. So congratulations, crikey. You could have got out of jail far quicker.
I sometimes think she could have done.
Right,
So
all
they'll
right
say,
then.
see you in a minute.
Right, see you in a minute. Oh, well, not in a minute. 2:45 in buttercream flowers. That gives you a lot of time to go and get yourself ready as well. All right then. Cheerio. Bye.